D&D horror stories. My DM lets the tank use strength for intimidation. For a campaign, I thought it'd be fun to play a charisma-based rogue, taking inspiration from Han Solo and Jack Sparrow. So I rolled up a swashbuckler with great dexterity and charisma. Things were going great. And then session 1 rolls around. One of our players, a warforged fighter, made charisma his dump stat. Perfectly normal. We already had multiple capable party faces between my swashbuckler and the warlock in the party. Where the trouble started was when this player asked the DM if he could instead use strength as his intimidation stat. The DM allowed it. Fine, it could be useful, and makes sense in certain scenarios. Things quickly fell apart. With his newfound 6 at level 3 intimidation, that quickly became his default action when interacting with any NPC. To make matters worse, this player was easily the loudest at the table, easily drowning out the more soft-spoken players. This included both charisma builds. This meant that, not for a lack of opposition, he became the de facto party face. Further, when the DM had the party begin to explore player backstories, mine came first. Naturally, the intimidation rolling bot did his thing, and quickly turned every potentially helpful character against the party. From my character's contact to her gang's leader, he was nothing but antagonistic. Ultimately, this, combined with generic rogue jokes that the party kept making, I rarely ever rolled for stealth. But they kept insisting that I was a generic rogue who does nothing but hide and steal, made me retire the character. I'm still part of the campaign, but I don't really enjoy it anymore. The DM's a great storyteller. I'm just an observer at the table. I'm actually playing a generic rogue now, like they so obviously wanted anyway. Moral of the story: don't be a dick. Respect others at the table.